welcome back, and today I have another guest if he wants to introduce himself.
Hey guys and girls, this is Dolphus Green here, back at it again. Let's have some fun.
Yep, Adolphus is one of the Jenners who technically I can boss around all I want because of Bingo, who is on Duncan's server. So anytime I need something done and he's not listening, I just go to Bingo and have Bingo yell at him. It's really a lot of fun.
Well, there's a bit of exaggeration on that, but I'll allow it.
Bullshit. You know it, and that's why he's laughing. He knows at any moment in time if I tell him to do something, he better get it done.
I will proceed to not comment any further. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, he pleads the fifth because
rights.
he knows I'm right. So, Adolphus actually also works for Google. Oh, before I forget to mention this, I'd like to give a shout out to Cubic Cubone. Down in my description, you will find a link to his Instagram. Guys, show him some love. He definitely needs some love this week.
So, yeah, definitely. I have to follow on that.
So, I want to say, Adolphus, why don't you explain what you do at Google and how you got to that position?
Well, how I got to that position, really, it's just a lot of hard work, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I thrive on the whole thing of, never taking no for an answer, never, just settling for second best. If you believe you can do something, then you have to work hard for it. Growing up, my grandmother used to always sit there and tell me what's worth wanting is worth fighting for. So I kept fighting for what I wanted to do, and I ended up landing a job with Google, of all things, which was kind of oddly specific because it never really was something that I wanted to do. I grew up in a family who was very heavy on the arts of cooking. I mean, my heritage is the holy trinity of cooking, French, Italian, and Puerto Rican. That kind of sums it up right there. But as far as what I do, a lot of times people who go on the App Store will find applications and they may seem legit, but they're not. Case in point, before Sun and Moon came out, there was a bunch of applications that were coming out that were very copyrighted and very scamish, like to the point where if you made an in-game purchase,
they'd steal your credit card number?
Not necessarily stealing credit card number. It was it wasn't like whenever you get an app on Google and you make an in-game or in-app purchase, it's supposed to show up on your account history of that purchase.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you go to your account, there should be
I ran into a shuckle. I'm gonna have to edit that out. I hate shuckles on this game.
Why do you hate shuckles?
Because it's hard to freaking kill. They're freaking annoying. I'm gonna send out Pico.
So, because just breaking the fourth wall here, I'm completely blind when it comes to Insurgence. I know Delta species and everything, but why is shuckle so hard?
Because it's a shuckle, and you know how annoying it is to kill a shuckle with a Delta species Charmander that is Ghost Dragon?
Fair enough. But, yeah, no, a lot of times, with my job, it's just finding applications that are not up to code or not following the legal or the legalities, per se, of having an application on the App Store. So, and we don't want you to lose your money. We want you to feel satisfied. We want you to feel like it's safe to purchase applications.
Now, do you have a degree?
I do not, actually. All I have is a high school diploma.
And it has the freaking berry. Screw it, I'm running. So guys, keep in mind, you don't have to have a degree to get a job like Adolphus has. If you guys are good at what you do, you're going to be fine. Don't you agree there, Adolphus?
Yeah, everybody has their own forte. Everybody has their own little niche, if you will, that makes them who they are. And you don't necessarily need to sit there and spend hundreds of dollars to get a degree or go to a fancy school or this or that or whatever. If you know what you're doing and you're passionate about it, then I hate to throw memes out here, but just do it.
No, you don't. I know you well enough. You don't mind the memes.
You know, what can I say?
But I mean, guys, the reason why I feel that this is very important for anybody who's watching, if you aren't good at school, but you're good at programming, you don't have to go to college immediately. You could work for a company like Adolphus is with Google, because eventually I think I've convinced him to actually go get a degree and have Google pay for it so he can get the next step up. And Adolphus is really good at what he does. He takes a lot of pride in his genning as well, because he's one of the genners. So I've seen Adolphus I've seen Adolphus get really upset when he accidentally messed up on something.
Should I tell the story?
Which time? Are we talking about the dates being wrong, or are we talking about
the dates being wrong.
Okay, you can tell this. So for all you who are genning, please check your dates on your Pokemon, because Adolphus learned this the hard way.
Disclaimer. Check your dates.
Should I catch a nose pass?
Is it any like altered Delta species?
No.
So it's still rock.
I mean, I'm just gonna catch it for the Pokedex.
Is sturdy a thing in this game?
I think it is. I just kind of want it for the Pokedex. What should I name it? Oh, I know what I'm gonna name it.
Big Nose.
I was gonna name it. I was gonna name it to somebody else, because he said LotsofToast.
Yeah, because he does have a Toast does have a.
He likes nose pass, yeah. Which, by the way, guys, Toast is actually going to be in this at some point in time. I just don't know when. But going back to Adolphus's story on the dates, he's trying to avoid it as much as possible.
I'm not avoiding a sidetracked.
I know, I get sidetracked a lot.
No comment. So, on Duncan's server, there was a whole little announcement about how he wanted people to be generous for his subscribers. I was lucky enough to gain one of those positions because, well, I know how to gen. Everybody fears the Pokemon that I gen, especially my Rayquaza that knows V-Create. We won't get into that. That's taboo. Anyway, so I got pulled into the ranks, and I got a couple of requests, and I had literally a box and a half full of requests for Pokemon for various people. So I go to sit there and trade one person. I finished the trade and everything. And then they message back to me and it's like, hey, I just looked at my Pokemon and I noticed something weird. And I'm like, what? Because like I spent literally the entire day making sure these were perfect, down to the last thing. Apparently I didn't look too much. They told me that the dates weren't right. And I'm like, what do you mean? So I'm thinking like, maybe, okay, it's a few days or whatever. No. I had genned a box and a half full of Mons where the catch date was back in 2011. Before Sun and Moon was even a thought. Before X and Y was even a thought.
So, moral of the story is Adolphus needs glasses when he's genning sometimes, and check your dates.
I wear glasses.
I know you do. That's the funny part of that story. And definitely check your dates if you're a genner to make sure you don't gen Pokemon from 2011.
I mean, no. The moral of the story here is use your own templates. That's, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's true too.
But when I found out about that, I mean, Momo here can...
Oh, he was so mad. He was literally screaming in a voice chat. He was like, I can't believe this. He's like screaming, and I'm like, come on, it'll be okay. Just take a deep breath, Adolphus. Let's calm
Because
down.
it's because unfortunately I have a bit of a pride issue. Unfortunately, I have a bit of a perfectionist in me, and I like to make sure that when someone comes to me and asks for something, that it's to the best of my ability. And I feel like I let each and every one of those people down, even if it was something as small as a date. I mean, yes, granted, none of them were VGC players or anything like that, but still,
It
you know,
bothers you still.
yeah, I'm a hard worker. I'm a hard worker. I pride myself on getting things done correctly and efficiently, and that unfortunately was like one of my triggers. It's like, triggered, I'm angry.
Yeah, then again, you're
So
always angry.
I'm you make me sound like a hothead.
Sometimes you are. Let's go over the fact that you like freaked out on somebody.
Okay, this isn't story time with Adolphus, okay?
Well, hold on. Oh, quick. I think I paused the recording.
I do, it wasn't me.
Okay, so I am back. Sorry guys, I had to pause for a second. I'm gonna switch out to Ashley. I just wanted that thing poisoned. I'm fighting a Litten, or Litleo. I have Litten on the mind. I don't know why I have Litten on the mind.
Probably because you literally have like a box and a half of Littens.
Yeah, because I was breeding Littens. I actually do breed, even though I have a bunch of Jenner friends.
No, I break. I mean, let me break this Jenning fourth wall for a minute here. Okay, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for anyone else who does Jenning and everything. But just because there's the label of Jenners versus breeders, doesn't mean that Jenners don't like to breed. I mean, hell, there's times where I go to breed something just because I'm very finicky and I like to have everything when it's a mon for me. I like to have it with my own like little tag or whatever like that on there. I like to have it with my name, my ID. I'm able to nickname it. It doesn't want to sit there and bash my skull in because it's not originally mine. So I breed I breed as well. Just because I gen doesn't mean like, okay, breeding is completely off the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to get into the whole like legit breeding versus genning war because I really could care either way. I do it because I want to enjoy the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to enjoy the game to the best that I can. I mean, I paid for the game. It's my game. I should be able to enjoy it the way that I want to enjoy it.
Exactly. And like for me, like using a Gen 6 IV Ditto, I don't mind it at all because, well, I'm going to breed him multiple times to get the correct nature, and I normally will breed 2 or 3 generations down. Just offhand. I mean, how many people can spend hours upon hours hunting for a 6 IV Ditto?
No. Listen, I don't care what anybody out here says. You can throw stones at me if you want. I genned a Marini. I was not spending a week trying to find that thing, let alone find the correct nature. I'm sorry.
For Marini, I actually got it through the GTS. Being honest there.
Well, how do you know if it wasn't Jen or not?
I don't know. I could send it over to
you. Exactly. Yeah, if you want it later on, I can check it.
Definitely. I mean, I also have a shiny type null that I got from GTS from Japan.
Yeah, that's probably hacked.
I don't know. I mean,
it could not be. Again, you'd have to check because of the IVs and everything like that. Because if it's a perfect
I don't think it's perfect. IV, it's on my moon version or sun version, and I haven't gotten to the battle tree on that or hatched any eggs. So yeah, it's gonna take me a while.
I have. Yeah.
I know. Hatching eggs this generation is so much easier. Like
it's so much easier, and it's actually a lot. It's actually I actually have to sit there and say, since the whole breeding mechanic came out, I have to say that just Gen is my favorite Gen to breed in.
Yeah, because it's so much easier, and you don't have to worry about leveling up the Pokemon. And like, my God, a flip! I forgot it was Dragon type. Gosh, dang it! I thought it was Fire type. I just sent out my Charmander against a Flabébé. Rip.
That'll do, Momo. That'll do.
Okay, that was like the dumb mistake of the day. Okay, guys, forgive Momo. Oh, also, guys, I want to ask, because I know Adolphus is here, would you guys want to meet Bingo? Because Bingo's a lot of fun. Oh, come on. Bingo's not that bad.
Bingo's a character. I will say that right now. No. All jokes aside, Bingo honestly is one of my best friends. I've known Bingo for almost a year now. We met on, actually, I think it was actually on Duncan's server a while ago, and we clicked in. Honestly, like, I've said this so many times, but when it comes to people that I say are my best friends, I will go to war for them, and he's one of the few that I will go to war for.
Even if he yells at you for what Nova does, because when I brought Nova in to the Jenner group, because we needed another reliable Jenner, so I said, hey, I have a friend, he gens, his name's Nova, he's good at it. So the first night Nova's in there, Nova says something, and Bingo automatically goes, Adolphus! And I'm like, that was Nova, not Adolphus. Adolphus was being blamed for stuff he didn't do.
I am the scapegoat of the server. Anything that goes on, I'm the guy that gets blamed. Okay?
But you're a good guy. I mean, you try and help out all the kids on the server.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. Mm-hmm. And if you guys want me to, I can bring all the Jenners in this series too, along with the other people I've asked. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you did not watch Mystic Umbreon's stream last night, he did actually catch a shiny Bonsweet, which was a 5 IV.
Nice.
5 IV.
Nice.
He traded it over to me.
That's actually rare.
Yeah.
That he got a 5 IV.
5
that
IV.
is extremely rare.
Yeah.
That is extremely rare.
It's like super competitive. I'm like, how? Like, if I didn't see him catch it live, I would have thought he had somebody gen it for him.
It was shiny too, right?
Shiny.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like shiny. I like the shiny Bonsweet line, like the coloration and everything. I like it. I like it a lot.
It is a great line.
It has more of like, because I know that the Bonsweet line is just grass, but I feel like the shiny part of it, the shiny version of it, gives it more of a floral feel to it.
Yeah. Now I'm at the fossil Pokemon. Oh, speaking of that, you want to talk about the Aerodactyl?
No.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun poking fun at each other, if you guys can't tell yet.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Aerodactyl. Nope.
I mean, we could talk about some stuff we've had people request. Like the Garchomp with Stealth Rocks.
Or the Tapu Koko at level 50 when its Met level is at 65.
Yeah, guys, be careful when you request from Jenners, because it's kind of bad when you request mons that aren't at the correct level.
Or if
you're breaking up, Adolphus.
We could talk. Huh?
You broke up for a second.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Or we could talk about the drop pod with Play Rough.
That was my fault, because it actually said, I checked it on Showdown, and it said it was legal. I mean, come on. You guys can't give me crap. Showdown told me it was legal. I didn't know I had to check on another site.
Wait. You know what? I'm not even going to say anything. Because
everybody has their moments. I mean, come on.
This is true. You know, the whole date issue. So, you have me there.
I mean, yes.
So,
and we have a lot of fun poking fun at each other. Like, one of the guys got a request for a Garchomp with Stealth Rocks. And eventually I will have a Garchomp that says Stealth Rocks, please, and I am hoping to use it against him. Adolphus?
And it wasn't even imposter ability.
You broke up for a second too, by the way, honey.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Discord hates you. We've already established
Discord
that.
hates. Discord hates the both of us.
Yeah, pretty much.
But what was I
Don't want
saying?
to fight you,
Uh,
Shuckle.
huh?
I said I don't want to fight you, Shuckle.
Shuckle, she wants you.
I don't want Shuckle. Go away, Shuckle.
Shuckle, she wants you.
No, go away, Shuckle. I love the running mechanics in this game, though. Like,
Oh yeah.
Because I have
Like
my Blitzkrieg out.
Yep.
And it's so cute when it's running. I'm like, oh my god. I wish in other games you'd have Pokemon follow you. Because I actually never played Heart Gold or Soul Silver. So I have the ROMs for it. And eventually, yeah, I will play it through ROMs.
Wasn't there... Like, I'm trying to think. What, like... Oh yeah, that was Yellow. They pulled that mechanic from Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which, fun fact... I've pretty much at one point in time owned every single copy of every Pokemon game, including the spin-offs at one point in time.
Yeah. I mean, I loved... Adolphus is old enough to understand this. I love playing Pokemon Stadium. Remember, like, the minigames and how much fun it was? Like, the one where you had to eat...
I will say this right now. I hate that damn electro generator minigame.
Oh my god, yes. No, my favorite one was one where you had to run in and eat when you were playing as the Snubble in Stadium 2.
Yeah, they pulled that off of the Lecatong Sushi one.
Yeah. Which I love that one
I love
too.
that.
And then you had the Hypno one. Like,
I hated that. I hated that game.
oh my god. And then the Rattata one where you're running.
The Rattata one was fun.
Yeah. I mean,
the Sandshrew one was okay. The Metapod Kakuna one was fun as hell.
yeah, that was fun too. I will give you that one. That one was really, really fun.
So, no, I loved Stadium because it was like, it was a different spin on it, but at the same time, it was the same thing. And I mean, they even allowed you to hook up your game and play it on the big screen. No more like having the little, like square foot screen all the way up to your face and like, so.
Do you remember the link cables too? And like how?
Oh
do you remember
God.
the rumors that we used to create as kids? Like if you put your fingers on the link cables, you'd actually feel a Pokeball going through it.
Listen. Let's talk about the rumor where if you press down and B when you were playing the old school games, you were guaranteed a 100% catch rate.
That was no. It was A and B for me. That's what I knew it as.
Okay, A and B, but still.
And I still catch myself doing that. Hold on real quick. Somebody's at my door. Okay. So, yeah, it was a delivery, guys.
What's in the box?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
So, I remember the AV rumor, and then I also remember the rumor about how you could catch Mew, and how...
the truck, the whole... I listen, I must have tried that at least 20 different times.
I know.
With the whole, you have to get to the point where you get on the SSN, and then you have to get cut, and then you have to faint and white out so that the bolt doesn't leave, and then you have to sit there and get surf, and then once you do that, you sit there and surf around and everything, and oh my god.
Like, all the rumors that we used to believe as kids, it's great to look back on. And then I never ran into Missing No.
No?
Nope.
Wow.
Never once.
Well, the reason why, and fun fact, one of the things that I want to do sometime in the future is speedrun games and everything like that, because I love watching other people do it, and I just like, it's exciting, is that apparently the glitch with Missing No has to do with your character name. because of the
Really?
different, yeah, because of the different letters. So depending on because each letter has a different variable. So depending on the name that you put in there,
Yeah.
determines whether or not missing no will show up.
I didn't know that. I had no idea
Yeah,
that's what it was about.
I
I'm a,
actually learned that recently from watching speedrunners from what the hell is the abbreviation? The convention thingy on Twitch where it's all about speedrunning games and everything.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Something great, something games done great or done fast. I don't.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But oh yeah. By the way, disclaimer: don't ever make a dare or a bet with Momo. Just throwing it out
Because
there.
I make you do the worst possible things. Well, actually, take it back. You made somebody do the worst possible thing, but we're not throwing shade on my channel, so we won't talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
But
No.
guys, I hope you are having fun watching this. I know Adolphus is because he's talked to me about
I
it.
am. I,
I
I like. I have to sit here and say this. I personally requested to come on here.
I did
Like
actually.
I I like I had a bit of a little short span YouTube career, so to speak. I did an MO randomizer a while ago. Yeah, it was short lived, but I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed doing that a lot, And when I heard that she was doing Insurgents, I damn near leapt out of my chair, and it's like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me.
Yeah. And I love the Insurgent series. I have to say, Suzerain and all those who worked on this series did a
Oh yeah,
very good job. So
oh yeah, yeah.
it's really really nice to have a game like this because I feel like they put so much work into it. I'm gonna change
Like
Delta
I
species
love,
or order
I,
just
I
type.
love fan made games because it's like it gives it its own spin, but at the same time, some of the stories they just draw you in.
They do. And right
And then
now I'm
that's
getting swept because I have so many mons that are under leveled. And this war
well,
turtle it's level 17.
I hope this isn't a Nuzlocke.
No, it's not. I wouldn't do a Nuzlocke unless I'm really comfortable with the game because I am
Yeah.
like the worst when it comes to stuff like this. Like, I don't like switching out mons very often, and I like to just like battle
Oh
and
God,
grind up.
you're one of those people.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
You're the person where you sit there and you go into the options and instead of saying switch, you set it to set.
Yeah, pretty
Wow.
much.
No, I respect that. I respect that because that actually, believe it or not, people don't really pay attention to it or not. But that actually sits there and adds a level of difficulty into the game because you don't get that free switch when you finally beat a mon. You don't have the time to sit there and look at your mon, see what can do what and everything. Like you beat a mon, another one comes in.
Other than Tesla, which is my Volt switcher.
Yeah.
But that's because it has Intimidate, so because it has Intimidate,
Yeah.
I'd rather Volt switch in and out using him. Because...
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Tesla.
Oh, come on. He only swept your team. I didn't sweep, but...
You destroyed me. You destroyed me. Yeah. Me and Momo here have a little bit of a competitive thing going on between the two of us, and your boy has been lacking in the wins department. Just saying.
What, am I up 3-0 now?
I think it's 3-1.
Oh.
On your end.
Something like that.
I got one win, and then after that, she wanted me to gen her teams, and then because I make her pretty good teams, I just, I'm at the mercy of my own success. Let's put it that way.
Well, I mean, the team that I used against you the first time, you didn't gen.
Good point.
Yeah, Maddie gen that.
And he messed up that genning.
Well, be nice. made all of them shiny, and they didn't want all of them shiny. It was simple things.
True.
I mean, everything else was right. It was just I didn't want one of my sets shiny because I don't like Como-O's shiny. I'm just putting it out there
or
right now.
Espeons. Or Espeons.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that with
I don't like it. Like, I am right there with you. Espeon shiny, like, Game Freak. What were you thinking?
I have no idea.
You know, let's just take a pink psychic type Pokemon and just dip it in a can of neon green.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. And it's horrible.
I love shinies. I love shinies. I love it. I love the alterations and everything like that. But some of them, you just sit there and you think, why is this even a shiny?
Yeah, no. How long ago did I contact you saying that we're going to start recording? Because I'm wondering how long this episode's been going on for.
I can actually look at the thing.
Because I don't want anything over like 50 minutes.
You contacted me today at around 11:47, which was, you said, 10 minutes to start recording. And then we started around 12:08.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to go for another 5 minutes, which means I'm not going to do the school again. I'm actually going to go see if there's a Delta species, because somebody recently told me that in the first area you can get a Delta species in that area where I found the skunk tank, and maybe find another Delta species this episode and then take on the school, because I think I'm going to have to grind off camera to take on the school, to be honest, because my Pokemon are so underleveled.
Fun fact, Momo's grinding his rare candies.
No, I don't have any rare candies, but I did find a super potion, so at least you guys will kind of see what I'm going to do to grind.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know you did. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back to school. We're going to record for another, 10 minutes.
Cool. We're going back to school, guys. We're going back to, Momo's going to go to the school and just take it over and teach.
Thanks for making the teacher joke of the day.
Hey, what can I say? I aim to please.
Yeah, you do. Even with Shawnee.
Or, hey. Let's not talk about this.
It's your own fault for jetting that Pukumuku.
Dad! We're not going to talk about this. These are things that we don't talk about.
Oh, come on. We all have fun together.
This is true. I actually have sit there and say that if you haven't subscribed to Ms. Momo, seriously, do it. She puts a lot of work.
I think I'm now 4 away from 300.
Mm-hmm. She puts so much effort into her content, and I love her content. When I met her when I first met her, and we started talking and everything, I love her content because it has that uniqueness that I look for when it comes to a content creator. Everybody can do the same thing, but you have to draw me in, and she's done that. She has done that. I have to sit there and say, it was day one when I found out that you had a channel.
Yeah.
Immediately subscribed.
And then watched all my videos.
I mean, is that a problem?
No, not at all.
Oh, alrighty then. But yeah, no. So, I have to sit there and say that I am trying to finish Sun and Moon.
Very slowly. What island are you at now?
I just got on third island. I just went into the library and I'm talking to the ghost trial captain right now. Yeah, no, everybody and their mother was, how come you're so far back? And I never really said why, but
Yay, when I first got evolving. Fuko is evolving.
Yay! Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
pretty
dun,
much.
dun, dun. Remember that? Remember
Yes.
the old school evolution theme?
Yes. Oh my god, I remember that. I totally remember
Dun,
that.
dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly. I totally remember that. And it was so much fun to hear that, like the excitement you got. So
It was, yeah.
who was your first
Huh.
starter?
My very first starter?
Yeah.
Honestly, back then I had both red and blue. Oh, after I say this, I have to say a funny story. I have to tell a funny story about my childhood. So, I was the guy who sat there. It's like, okay, red copy, Charmander's on the front. You have to go with Charmander and Blastoise. But I had red first. I had both of them at the same time, but I played red first, so I had Charmander. And the funny story with me and the Generation 1 games. So, I was 8 or 9 when I got them. They came out in 98, so around that year or whatever. So I got them, and I started playing them. Now, back in the day, when we were kids, we really didn't, understand what was going on when it came to these games.
No.
We were just enthralled by the fact of that it's like, these are the best games ever.
Pretty much.
So I got both games, and I went to go play red. So I started playing red for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, I want to play blue now. So I started playing blue, and I did it. I thought it was going to be two different completely games, two different storylines, whatever have you, the whole 9 yards. So I started playing blue, and I thought something was wrong with my blue cartridge. So I ran to my mother, and I was like, Mommy, this is the same game. Something's wrong. So she went in and called the store. It was asking questions about it. And it wasn't until then that I realized that I was told that they are the same game. The only difference is the version exclusive mods.
Oh my god.
So just imagine like an 8-9-year-old self of me being so emotionally distraught because I thought that I had two of the same games.
Oh my god, that's actually kind of adorable, Adolphus, just putting that out there.
Oh, I have stories for days.
I know you do.
One time when I was even younger than that, I called 911 to find out when Sonic the Hedgehog was coming on TV.
Really?
I'm not even lying.
Oh, that's bad. That is totally bad.
I think I was 5.
Oh my god, that's adorable and bad at the same time. Like, it's funny. It really is.
I was that kid. I was that kid that ended up having an insane amount of stories. Fun fact: I'm actually one of the few kids that can claim that I actually crawled into one of those little claw machines to get stuffed animals.
You did?
Yep.
Oh god. How
This
old
is
were
back
you?
when oh god, I was a toddler then.
My gosh. Is there pictures of this?
I don't know. I will have to ask my mother. I don't think so, but this was back when like it was at a bowling alley because my mother used to bowl and everything like that, and one of the claw machines, the door was broken off completely. So where like when you push the door open to get the prize or whatever like that. So me being my curiosity toddler self decided, oh, I'm gonna climb in and get one of the presents. So I got everything in here but a foot. And they had to call the fire department the whole 9 yards. And it wasn't until after the fire department had came in that I decide that I was going to come out of the claw machine.
Oh my god, really?
Mind you, this was after my mother had me bowling with her, and she rolled the ball. You had the bumper things back then.
Yeah.
And she rolled the ball down the alleyway, and here's like 2-year-old me running after the ball, heading for the pins.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
I got literally a foot away from the pins.
What's really funny is when I go bowling, I accidentally throw the ball backwards.
Oh my god.
Like, you cannot stand behind me, otherwise you will get hit with the bowling ball. So I'm kind of banned from the local bowling alley for that reason.
Fred Flintstone, you are not.
Yeah, I cannot bowl. Full honesty here, I cannot bowl worth anything.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, I had a bunch of I had a bunch of stories to of my childhood, you know.
Yeah, and that's what makes it fun when you look back at it.
Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like childhood is like one of the best things. So you know, what I mean, I'm just gonna say this: don't ever waste your childhood, guys,
Yeah.
because
And don't ever
that honestly,
don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not worth it, because you guys are.
No.
You just have to work at your pace. You have to find what you love. And if it's something that somebody else doesn't like, or they decide that they find it weird, they're the ones who are weird, because why are they judging you when they should be focused on themselves?
yeah. You know, moral of the day, guys, is just, be yourself and don't let anybody else tell you that you're not you're worthless or anything like that, because I know that myself personally, I struggled with fitting in. You know, I will openly admit this. I was the guy who sat there and was willing to change my personality and clothes just to fit in with someone. And it wasn't until later on growing up that I realized that I didn't have to do that. That if somebody didn't like me, well, guess what? There's about 5 other people in the world that will probably like me because that one person doesn't. So don't sit there and think that just because you may not fit in with a group or certain people or whatever like that, that there's something wrong with you, because there's going to be people that will like you for who you are.
And they don't care what you wear, what you like. They'll like you for who you are, by your personality and all that. So keep that in mind, guys. And I feel like this is a good point to end off at, because I just beat the school and we ended off with a wonderfully good message. Now just let me finish the text. Like Pokemon text. I love how now you can speed it up. So I just finished up with the text. Saving the game now, and guys, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.